Hey Gary, thanks for coming out. We're going to do a quick recap of your video. Long time sufferer of the slice. So we're going to draw some lines. We're going to do it in red so you know that's the old Gary. Posture line. I'm going to do this part of it pretty quick because I want to make sure we get a lot of good examples so that you get out of being the fader of the golf ball. Golf club gets stuck inside a little bit, quick. Really good turn. Gary, in golf, I've heard, I've read, I've been taught that if you can get that left forearm lining up with the shoulders at the top, you have a really awesome, efficient backswing. Like, you do so much well. We just got to get these hands turned off, and golf gets just so much better for you. So, first things first, right forearm. Are we winning? We're definitely winning an arm wrestling fight right now.
So we got to be back.
So patience from the top. Don't need to throw our hands at it. I think that's the best way to do that with you, or to talk about it with you, because the left wrist idea really didn't seem to, stick or make it make sense. So we got to get rid of this steep angle of attack of the shaft. We need that shaft back in here, lining up with that right forearm. Remember I talked to you when we were on the robot about being in the curl position in the downswing, meaning in here right now you're exactly the opposite way of where we need to be. Skipping a stone, losing an arm wrestling battle, club face open, and then the club gets slung across to try to square the face. Face on, wow, really good lower half, especially for, I said it before, a tall guy. Give you the examples, give you the visual. Tall guy with long legs, normally you fight in a lesson all lower body because they don't want to use it. It's almost like maybe a lack of coordination, or that type of feel, or that type of look. Long legs typically don't work really well in a golf swing. Awesome. I mean, awesome lower half. But impact, chest is too open, and you're going to see the club get flipped.
Yep.
Left arm break down because it's just trying to reach the golf ball, but you're so turned open that the club can't, it's not long enough.
Right.
If we keep that chest slightly shut or close to the target longer, that golf club can be short and then extended past impact to get all the length out of it. So if we open up too quick, the club is too short, our hands are forced to get involved. So we went over here and built you a golf swing. Started talking about wrists. Getting you a bigger turn. Left arm and shoulders match up. You do that on your own. This is the first go through with the robot. And I'm, of course, going to walk through because I still have not figured out how to do my job. Ugh. Get out of the way, Matt. But club face is open there. You see that if I go backwards a little bit. Club face is still open. Now the club face is turned over. But it's all too late, right? What good is turning the club over that late going to do? All that's got to get done before impact.
Right in the very bottom part of the swing.
Yep, right in this area. That club face is open. We should see, again, green is good, red is bad. This is the heel of the golf club. We need to see that thing looking down, not at the robot. And then I wanted you to turn open later. Club face open again, right? So we went over, and this is your attempt to try not to get that face open going into impact.
Still, my hand is not quite being a waiter.
Correct, but we got to get there. Again, club face is opening up, or the chest is opening up too fast anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. I mean, you could have perfect right elbow, but if you turn open too quick, nothing terrific's going to happen anyway. So this is me giving you a visual and an understanding of the club face. And we've got to get that club face back to that position at impact. And I'm standing in the way. But you can see if we get this wrist, it's weird. If we get this wrist bowing, the left wrist bowing instead of being cupped, I can be real chicken wingy with that right hand and be in that winning the arm wrestling fight. I bow this wrist, and for some reason, you get into that waiter position. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then hanging on to that, chest is close to target, and then you open up late. Boom. That's how the club gets to the ground. It's not any other way.
So when I'm doing it well, will my misses now be more consistently straight right as opposed to fade right?
Yes, it'll be a push. It'll be a push.
To the right. So
Yep.
if I'm pushing right, that's a better result
Yes, exactly.
than fading to the right.
Yep. Anytime you see, even if it's a pull going forward, as long as it's just a pull and you don't see fade ball flight from that pull, you're winning the face battle.
All right. So, okay.
So if you pull it, that means that face is square, but the chest opened too fast. And if you push it, your face was open, and you probably did everything right with the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
There's a cool drill I'll show you. This is getting an understanding of
Not hitting that.
not hitting that stick. So if the face is open and you open up the chest too quick, you're going to smash into that stick all the time. Patience from the top, getting that face looking down at the ball early, or getting that right hand into that waiter position. You turn open, just because of how the body is engineered, you're going to throw it down the forearm line, and it's going to go out and over that stick every time. Because the chest isn't completely open, the arms want to go out to the right, and the face turns over.
Mm-hmm.
Now we went on to the robot, and the focus here was to get you more patience, not wanting to turn the chest open so fast in the downswing from the top. Just let gravity own the arms. Look at those arms fall. Look at the chest not turn. You're still starting to shift weight, and now you're going to turn open. Right forearm, golf club. Club face is open. But this, again, was just to get an idea of what that club falling behind you feels like. That right arm. Let's go look at that right arm, actually. That elbow. Again, the key to this lesson for you is the patience. So we need to see, instead of those elbows getting further apart, which makes that shaft get steeper, those elbows go together or start getting closer together, that shaft lays down and you get a better chance at hitting good shots. That make sense? Talked about that curl position. You know, you'd never curl a golf club or a weight without that, forearm looking at you or that hand looking at you later. Chest opens late. It's good. And we went back in. Started this one late. Turn to the top. And again, patience. We were really trying to get that face to look right in this video. It's still a little open. A tough view, but you can tell that left wrist is cupped, right? If we turn that thing down.
Mm-hmm.
turn that left wrist down, or make the knuckles look at the ground through impact.
Mm-hmm.
How about that idea? It'll help that club head stay below the hands much longer. Okay? So we still saw the elbows stay wide, shaft steep. So this was a no-no. Things were going all right as far as ball flight. We didn't have that club ripping across the chest as much,
Mm-hmm.
but we still weren't happy with what we were looking for there. So this is getting you an understanding of the patience in the downswing, chest staying shut, club face looking down at the ball, and all you got to do is turn. I mean, literally turn, and that ball goes straight. Or draws. Look at that right hand. Look at, it's looking down at the ground, correct? Or palm to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And the patch on your glove
Mm-hmm.
would definitely be more towards the ground than looking at the sky, which is what gets you in trouble and pulling across. Make sense? So it's the hands doing the exact opposite of what you're used to. Your ball flight is going to come down. You're going to be a better wind player. Your distance is going to come back immediately. So the minute you want to get longer,
So, yeah, I am high now, so I'm high because I'm scooping.
high because you're adding loft too. You're showing an open face to the ball rather than that more square or closed club face collecting golf ball for the shot.
Okay.
Look at that thing. Square. Boom. Room. We went and looked at it. We're looking for that right forearm to line up with that shaft. Just need that club face getting a little more closed more often. Or earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about it. This isn't the one that you can see it real well. It's the next one. What good is the club face shutting late going to do, right?
Right.
Got to get that thing shutting early. Club face open. And then a reaction. But great work today. So we're turning the wrist down. Right elbow towards the left elbow. Losing the arm winning fight. So when you're doing reps,
Right.
look at your arms. I'm losing the arm wrestling battle. I'm no longer that guy that's winning.
So I gotta be closer. I gotta be closer to it too.
Yep. And chest stays shut. Okay? Great work.